Teal. Teal. Do the top 10. Do the top 10. Do it.
Do it! It's a top 20!
Are you gonna hang up then?
Oh. Sorry. Good night. Hello everyone and welcome to not a top 10, but my top 20 favourite games of 2015.
Are you doing it yet?
I'm doing it right now! What a year 2015 has been. We've seen some of the greatest games in the past few years come out this year, and next year looks like it's going to be even better. You know the drill by now. This is my list, my opinions. I respect your opinion too. I look forward to hearing what your top 10 or top 20 favourite games of the year are, so, I respect your opinion, please respect mine. Without any further delay, let's begin. First off, let's start with 3 honourable mentions. Batman Arkham Knight looks like an incredible end to the series, but the reason it's here is simply because I haven't actually played it yet. I know, shame on me, but those are the rules. Yoshi's Woolly World is a gorgeous game and incredibly adorable too, but I never really fell in love with it. It's not a bad game at all, but it never blew me away. Star Wars Battlefront. I'm gonna be quick about this. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it a Battlefront game? Well, no. I mean, technically, yes, that's its name, but it doesn't capture the fun and the feel of the original Battlefront games. Does it have a single-player campaign? No, not really. Does it have a painfully stupid $50 DLC at launch? Yeah, it does. Are you beginning to see why it's not on the list now? M++ is an incredibly fun, nostalgic game. It's definitely guaranteed to make you rage and has a huge variety of levels and a level creator. It's awesome and the controls are flawless, meaning any death is your own fault. I genuinely loved it and I look forward to feeling pure rage next year too. Do you like Zelda games? Cool! Do you like awesome, well-designed dungeons? Cooler! Do you like dressing up as Princess Zelda? Coolest! The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes is an awesome puzzle dungeon experience. Okay, it falls flat during single player at points, since it's really designed to be played with 3 people instead of just 1, but it doesn't change the fact that some of these dungeons are the best we've ever seen in the series, even if they are significantly scaled down compared to what we're used to. It's not often I get to beat the shit out of someone and then rip out their insides through their throat, but Mortal Kombat X provides that experience. I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy Mortal Kombat 9. The game felt very clunky to me, but X is so smooth and easy that I can glide from one side of the arena and snap my opponent's spine on the other. What fun. I would not survive long in Bloodborne. Please lower your pitchforks. I know you're angry that this game is so low in the list, but please let me explain why. Bloodborne is a beautiful looking game which has intense gameplay and difficulty throughout, and a decent level of strategy in the way you attack and kill every single enemy. However, I am god-awful at the game. There is nothing wrong with the game, and I respect it so much, hence why it's actually on the list. But it's just not suited to my playstyle, and no matter how many hours I try and pour into this game, I can't seem to get much better at it. I'm sorry, Bloodborne. You're glorious. I love you, but I suck at you. It's time to deny you're bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! As you lose to the same character 20 times in a row. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist is amazing for any fan of the anime, as it contains many duels from each of the different series, and you even get to fight with the correct decks, although admittedly they have been altered since you don't see every card in the original episode. The only real problem with this game is that some cards do have their glitches, and they do seem to skip a lot of duels, including some crucial ones. Where's the Supreme King, game? I want all the Dark Elemental heroes! Where's my Dark Neos? Fucking Christ!
I knew it. I knew something like that was going to happen.
Teal played a horror game. I know, right? And I enjoyed it too. Okay, admittedly it was more psychologically scary, but it had a few jump scares. Fatal Frame covered a lot to do with suicide, so it's not going to be a game for everyone, but I just love how creative the game is by using a camera to kill the ghosts. All it was missing was the ability to take selfies. Imagine that! Taking a selfie of you with a ghost, putting it on Instagram, and only getting one follower from it because that's how the world works and it's so fucking cruel! As always, Skylab has really impressed me. I know it's a series that drives some away. Get it? Because there are cars in this one! With the fact that you have to buy toys, but the series consistently has fun level design, hilarious writing, and gorgeous visuals, and this one was no exception. I particularly liked the library. You got to play the story being told, and it was incredible. It's a simple idea that was executed brilliantly, and it's one of those things that turns a great game into an outstanding one. Man, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars is the best. What? There's a sequel that rolls off the tongue. Gimme! Rocket League is awesome. I did enjoy supersonic... the previous one a lot, but this takes it to a whole other level. You could say it takes it to a different league. Eh? Every goal you or your team scores is so satisfying, and your opponent's scoring really does drive you to beat them. Very few games do that to me, so it was a lovely treat. Plus, we keep getting awesome free DLC which just makes the game better, and they're adding a new mode with a hockey puck and ice for the winter. It's brilliant! Hi there. Thank you very much for watching my top 20 games of 2015. My name is Tealgamemaster. Today, I'm going to tell you about a game by Davey Wreden. That name may mean something to you, or it may not, but it now means a lot to me. His work moved me in a very powerful way as he used a unique direction. The Beginner's Guide tells you the story of two developers, one Davey and one Coder, and you see Coder's creations over a set number of years. He slowly stops making levels, and it appears to be a cry for help as you move through them, as Davey gives his commentary over it. There's only ever one constant, a lamppost at the end. As it turns out, Coder wasn't enjoying making levels as much and decided to move on, but Davey kept pestering him to make more, and he kept interfering with Coder's work. It made it seem as if Coder was mentally struggling, but it was constantly Davey. It has always been Davey. And it resonated with me, in a way that no other game has. And I wanted to call out to Davey, or Coder, or both, because is it real? Is it fiction? Sometimes I can't tell. But that's not the point of the game. The game is about making you connect with it, and making you talk about it with other people and sharing your experiences. But I want to know what experience is the right one, which is real. I can't tell. I feel like I'm trapped, but I can't see it, like I'm a fish in a bowl or a hamster in a cage, and all I can do is try and fail at making a tribute to this genius game by writing a script similar to how the game plays out. The Beginner's Guide is unique. Do yourself a favour and experience it. Oh boy, you're really gonna hate me for this one. Well, at the end of a two-parter, you need a cliffhanger, something that will shock the audience. Make them ask, what could possibly be in the top 10? Well, the 11th spot goes to Fallout 4. Now, I know this is technically low down on the list, but let me clear two things. First off, there were hundreds of games released last year, and this is 11, so that's pretty great. And secondly, the positioning for the top 12 are so close to me, besides number 1. The difference is practically 0.01 or 0.02% if you want to compare it that way. Fallout 4 was my first Fallout game, and I had a great experience for the most part. I had the occasional glitch where it wouldn't let me speak to people, so I couldn't actually progress, and I actually had to load a save further back. But the game did autosave on various files to ensure there was a way back, which was actually really great. So it could have been a lot worse. It's a very ambitious, beautiful game with the occasional texture looking a little... But the game gives you so much freedom throughout the world you've been forced into. The combat is phenomenal, and there's so much depth, especially in how you upgrade your character, and there's an insane amount of content. I've played this a lot, and I've barely scratched the surface, and that's a great thing. I'm going to be playing this game more in 2016 because I loved it, and maybe I'll learn to love it more, but for now, you get the honour of closing off the first part of the series. Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching the first part of my top 20 games of the year. This has been a lot of fun to work on, I must say. It's been an absolute joy to play some of these games. It's an honour, really. Some of these are, well, I mean, they're all great games because they're on the list, but some of them are just, flawless. Oh, love it. But, yeah, it's taken a while to work on, but it's a lot of fun. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out as well, so hope you've enjoyed it too. If you have, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you for part 2, which will be up at a date. I don't know when exactly yet, but yeah, it will be up at some point, so yeah, look forward to that. See you next time, bye bye.